welcome to Tea Time, guys. Thank you for tuning in. As usual, I am Tanya.
I'm Shauna.
I'm Tiffany.
I'm Londi.
And we are here for our 5th episode of Tea Time, guys. Number five. We are so excited. We thank you so much for tuning in tonight. And for the last couple of weeks, we appreciate all the love. We thank you. Okay, guys, as usual, we're going to dive right into our what's on our minds tonight. And we're going to start with who? Lonnie, you want to start? You can go ahead, girl.
What's on my mind is something I saw on Facebook. And I felt like a little like, I don't know. Should women ask men to marry them? There was a woman who had a whole proposal. And she was on her knee. And she did the whole, will you marry?
Okay.
And he said, yes, like whatever. But to me, it's like, it's not magical like the women would look forward to. What y'all think?
I don't think a woman, I mean, I don't have a problem with it per se, but I just feel like it's just taken away from the, for the fantasy. Yes. Like guys can understand that. That's something we look forward to. Right. That's a girly thing. And it's not, see, guys be like, oh, what's the problem? We do everything else, but it's not that. It's that certain things women, as little girls, we look forward to. And you should not want to take that away to make yourself feel better.
Yeah. Right. And not only that, I'm a stickler for tradition.
Yes.
And even though you can ask a man to marry you, I think a lot of women do it because they think the guy is not going to do it.
Right.
If you're doing it because you love him and you feel you have a better proposal idea, okay. But I think you're just doing it because you figure I don't ask him, he's not going to ask me.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't rush it. Like, let him be the man and do it. Let him do it.
What you think about
First of all, my knees is raggedy. You think I'm gonna get down and I will not to be on nobody's knees. No. My knees is not all that proper, so I'm not about to do that. But yeah, I'm the same way. I feel like most women that are asking their men is for that reason. Like you think that he's never gonna ask me, like, well, it's the only way it's about to happen. But if that's the only way it's gonna happen, then because then that says I feel like we're ready to get married. So then you don't think we're ready to get married? No. Because why you didn't ask? And if you know, like, that's just tradition, just do it. If you was about to say yes to me, you could have asked me yourself. So.
There you go.
Julia said, what if you've been with him for 10 years?
Okay.
Then if he's not going to ask.
He's not going to ask. Yeah. He's not going to ask.
Then I feel like if you ask, he's only saying yes because he feels uncomfortable.
Because he feels like...
He feels sorry.
And he said, the guy said no because he felt less of a man. Let him be the man. Right. Let him ask.
Yeah. And see, that's another thing. You need to know your man. Know if he'll feel less of a man if you do that.
Right.
Know if that's going to emasculate him. Know if you don't know that already, maybe I should not be getting married.
Right. Don't take away his role.
Yeah.
Tiffany, what's on your mind tonight, girl?
So I saw this story very early this week. Everything about this story confused me. Every single piece of it. So there's a young lady. She's not even a young lady. She's a grown woman. She's like 32. She dropped out of college 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. And she is still living in her dorm room.
Yes. I saw this.
I heard this.
Okay.
I have not heard this story.
She dropped out of college 2016, okay?
Okay.
2 years later, this woman is still living in her dorm room. The college is now taking her to court to evict her from her dorm. She don't even go to school there no more. Like, she got a job. She just coming back. Like, that's her apartment. Mm-hmm. She has now, the school says she owed them like $94,000 in rooming fees. She's staying there like this is her house, and they act like they can't get her out. Every bit of that story is so confusing to me.
But they should be able to evict her because it's not an apartment. Exactly. So they should be able, as soon as she leaves, just to take her stuff out and lock the door behind her.
She's trying to say they didn't give her the opportunity to register for classes, but 2 years.
Yeah. It's been long.
Now, out of the four of us, so y'all know I was the one that went away to school. I lived in a dorm. There's no... Look, okay, I would not live in my dorm room.
I didn't want to live in my dorm room while I was there. So you think I want to live afterwards? Like, are you crazy? Dorms suck. Why are you still living there?
Maybe
and the crazy thing is
go.
that as the story went on, then they were also saying like, it's not just her. Like there's a whole wing of old people, including like
What is
that
wrong
lived.
with that? What?
I don't know what's
Maybe
happening.
that's the new squad.
It's an entire wing of students. Like one of them is a 60-something-year-old nurse that was there. She no longer go there, and she keeps it as her crash pad. In your 60s, you don't even need a crash pad. Like, what are you doing with your life, Zadalina? Stop it. You're 60-something years old. You need to stop. But I was like, I'm reading the story. I was so confused about so many aspects of that story.
So the moral of this story is because rent is so high, find you a college.
No,
Just
it's
stay there.
there.
Exactly.
That's
Rent
how
all
crazy.
here.
Because I'm like, so what college lets you move in with a baby? Because ipso facto, I'm about to go for a semester.
Yes, you know,
drop out.
What you
And
I'm about to go to
me and my baby, me and Prince T'Challa's about to move into your dorm room. Immediately. Are you crazy? I was like,
that's
okay.
insane.
But
I love that I keep calling him Prince T'Challa. And most people see me tag my pictures as Prince T. Do y'all think I'm really gonna name my baby T'Challa? All right, whatever. Yeah, sounds good.
Shauna, what's up tonight?
Okay, so what's on my mind? It's not like a big story. It's just this rising up of Me Too.
Yeah.
The Me Too movement. I guess I'm going to be the controversial one tonight because it's getting on my last nerves. It is getting on my, because I feel like, because they're like, oh, it's sexual misconduct. If you look up sexual misconduct, you know how many things can be in that?
Yeah.
It could be, I touched your hand the wrong way. I touched your leg the wrong way. Now you're suing. But when somebody else hears that a man was, accused of sexual misconduct, they think rape.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And so now you're saying, oh, I was sexually, I felt like I was violated. Why? Because he touched your back?
Yeah.
It is it's such a thin line, I feel like. I mean, granted, I feel like the Me Too movement that now is kind of getting out of hand only because now everybody's trying to jump on it.
But I'm sorry to cut you off. I feel like the reason why because everybody has to experience something in their job. A boss touched their shoulder wrong and you felt weird. So now it's just that everybody's saying, yeah, me too. That happened to me too. But like you said,
right, because I saw someone share something online, was like, as a woman, when did you first notice as a young lady, when did you first realize that a man noticed you like sexually? And everybody was like, oh, I first noticed when, this was said, that, whatever. So it's kind of like one of those things that's like, like it makes you think about it. But I just feel like now everybody's jumping on that bandwagon. Like,
With me, it's not even jumping on the bandwagon. Now, to me, it feels like I don't want it to become a movement where it becomes, now we have to see who's telling the truth, who's trying to be someone that's trying to embezzle, that's the right word, trying to get money out of people. Like, okay, now some people didn't come forward because they felt uncomfortable, and now they feel more courageous to come out to other people did. That's fine. But then I feel there are some women who are coming out now with things like Sean said, this little things touching my back, and now, oh, me too, and I want this amount of money, I'm about to sue. Ryan Seacrest is the latest one that came out, and he said, I'm not going to go, against her or against him, but he said that she asked him that it would go away for a certain amount of money. If it's about exposing the creep, it ain't about no money. No,
exactly.
I want the world to know you can't do this anymore.
Right.
It's not
and
monetary.
then if I felt so violated, you think that I'm going to offer myself up for some money?
Yeah.
Right.
No. Because if that's the case, because a lot of these people coming out now is like, what happened?
Owen Carter says, "Hi, Owen.
Hi,
Owen.
Snow White is going to press charges on Prince Charming next because he kissed her without permission."
Exactly. And that's the whole thing.
Right.
And that's the whole thing. Now it's like, oh, I need you to sign this paper because we can't go out on a date. Come on, sign it. It's just getting too much. Yeah. I totally respect and totally have full emotions and love anyone that has ever been through anything like that. Like, seriously. Yeah. But now it's like, it's just,
Like
I
don't
just
know,
got questions.
Like I feel like a few months ago, like or maybe a month or so ago, and it was like a whole big thing with Aziz Ansari, the comedian, and that's when I really was like, okay, we going too far, because I mean, not to get the whole detail about it, but just like it was like a girl, and he met her at a party, and then they went on this date, but like after the dinner, she went back to his house. Which why'd you go back to his house? I don't have no intention after dinner. Like dinner's done. She went back to his house, and as the night was progressing, it's like. He was doing things that a typical horny guy is going to do. And she was like, oh, but I felt so violated. # me too. No, honey, you went on a date with a different expectation. It did not turn out like you thought it was. And now he violated you. He didn't violate you.
# bad date.
Exactly.
If that's the case, dang it, me too.
Exactly.
Me too. A couple times.
I've been on several dates. Me too.
Yeah, me too.
That ain't good. Right, me too. Come on, guys. Let's not.
Not everybody can. And then the guys who are being accused, like the big celebrities, they're not even arguing. They just step down from their positions.
And that's the thing.
Because it's hard.
Because
it's hard to argue
it's
that.
hard to argue it because it's he said, she said,
Yeah.
and then it's gonna hurt whatever brand you're behind.
You look worse arguing
Yes,
now because
exactly.
now because it's such a movement. You don't want to be that one creep to say you're lying. So you're like, you know what? You can have that.
Because what are they gonna say? How can you tell me that I don't feel violated?
Yes.
Right. So what do? You just gotta like let it go, and you gotta take the L.
It's a fine line.
Guys, my uncle is watching. Hi, Uncle Eddie.
Hey.
So tonight, mine is not. It's a question. It's not that big of tonight. So we all know that it's now Lent and Easter's coming up, and usually everyone gives up something. Those who celebrate, those who observe it. So my question to you ladies is what is something that you feel you cannot give up for 6 weeks?
Jesus.
Girl, I was trying to give up work, but apparently I gotta go.
No, you can't give them
Apparently that's frowned upon.
They'll come back.
I mean, this is silly because I try anything. I love soda. That's something little. I don't know if that's what you need.
If that's okay.
So I said, well, being that I like it so much, I said I'm going to give that up. Well,
Yeah.
Amongst other things.
So are you saying you gave up, or you're trying to, or you can't give up?
No.
Oh, because I saw you with one earlier.
Yeah, I
So,
was- I don't think that's
Tell the truth and
soda.
shame the devil.
I don't think soda is what they mean is to give them because
No,
that's
no.
I mean,
is.
any kind of
It's
sacrifice.
any kind of- yeah.
I said I'm going to do it, but every time I said, okay, I'm going to give it up, the next day I find myself going to the store. I'm like, right, I done drunk half of the soda. I'm sorry, now I'm
But you know what?
I just stopped.
The thing is that with that, you have to know that when you're giving it up and what you're giving it up for.
Yeah.
I just came off of, in the beginning of the year, a 21-day Daniel's fast with my church. So I did it before. It was different this time because it meant more.
Mm-hmm.
It came with scripture. And it was more of a devotional rather than me just like looking at a piece of candy like, Jesus, I want to eat.
I want that hair.
this candy.
It's a sacrifice.
Yes, it's a sacrifice. And when you really think of it like that, it becomes easier.
I cannot. I mean, I probably can, but I don't want to give up my phone.
Well, not your phone.
Okay.
Just on your phone.
Oh, TJ,
My
mom said the
phone.
same thing.
Same
She said,
thing.
my
But
phone.
as you said, Tanya, I have to take your phone for 6 weeks. I'm like, no.
But then
I need it.
that means that shows that, okay, you can give this up. How bad do you want what you're praying for?
I know, but
That if you really give up your
I
phone,
know.
it's something major.
Right. I mean, for me, I feel like I get it. You know, that is, again, it's one of those things like, oh, whatever. Honestly, I have tried my best to give up social media for Lent year after year after year. It never turns out properly. And here's the thing, I get it. Everybody's like, oh, it's just social media. But first of all, y'all like my good girlfriends. Like, I love, like, I be on everything, Instagram, Snapchat, like, things all the time. When I'm bored, when I just, like, I'm always on stuff. So I feel like, right, it's like I be on there for like laughs. I be wanting to find out little random things, keep up with people. So for me, social media is something like I really, and then what ends up happening is I end up giving myself like provision. So I'll be like, okay, I'm going to give up commenting on stuff. I'm going to give up, but I'm going to still read it. I'm going to give up liking pictures on Instagram, but or I'm not going to post nothing for 6 weeks, but I'm going to still look. Hey, Greg. I be like, I'm going to stop doing this only, but I'm going to still do it. And then like once you start like giving yourself like that little leeway,
That's it.
Just give it up.
It's difficult.
Yeah.
So don't give up anything that, I mean, if you can do it, by all means. I mean, great. But
No problem to you.
some things are really hard to give up. It is. It is.
Now, what you cannot give up, again, your job. You cannot give up your kids. You cannot give up
Medication.
your bills, medication.
Right.
You dropping dead up in church. Like, wait, he's in the spirit. No.
The cable
He didn't take his
company-
high blood pressure.
The cable company do not want to hear you gave up paying them for 6 weeks. Okay,
Girl, I'm
don't
about
lie
to
on
see-
Jesus.
I'm about to
do it.
try that. I'm about to call T-Mobile and be like, I can't pay my bill for 6 weeks because I gave it up as a sacrifice.
No, not gonna work.
And I'm going to try to see if I can get away with that.
No, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
All right. Like,
Okay. Well, guys, thank you. That was on our mind segment of the show.
Yes.
Thank you again for watching. This is Tea Time. Okay, us ladies here. So tonight, guys. All right. So last week we had the ladies edition. Okay, all the men wrote into us and gave us questions for us and the lady on our Tea Time followers to answer. It went very well. Thank you guys for writing in.
Thank you
So
so much.
tonight is the men's turn.
men.
Women, you have written them to us. You have given us your questions. We have our questions, and we're going to ask the guys tonight. It's 100%, no holds bar, and everybody's going to be honest. So are we ready?
Last week,
Okay.
ladies, they was talking about minstrels and stuff.
Yeah.
So we got questions
We got
for
questions
y'all.
for you guys
We want
tonight.
to know.
I want
fellas.
to know.
Don't be afraid to ask, ladies. We'll still
Don't be
answer you.
scared.
So we're going to have our first, did you go?
Yes.
We're going to have
we
our
a
first caller. We have Julian.
Julius.
Julius
Baker.
Yes, Julius. Hey, Julius.
Hello?
Julius? Hello?
Because he got.
Julius, turn down your
Yeah.
Turn on when you watching
when
us
you're
on.
watching Tea Time. Turn it down. Hello?
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello?
I turned it off.
Okay. Julius is coming from us from Benton Harbor.
Julius in the military. Julius be everywhere, okay? he be everywhere.
He is our first guy for our look kind of like you guys men representative tonight. He's gonna be the main spokesman, but you guys can also chime in. Okay?
He is married. He got 3 beautiful kids. His wife is beautiful. Hey, Stacia.
And thank you so much for tuning in, Julius, and being our guest tonight. Can you hear us? Julius?
Yeah.
All right, can you hear us good?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Can you hear us good?
She said, yeah.
All right, you can hear us?
Yeah.
Okay. So, first question of the night, Julius. We're gonna start with who wants to ask? Who wants to start? Who wants to
I want to start because I like this first question.
All right.
What makes men want to cheat?
We just jumped right out the gate.
We're not even holding back for that.
I don't want to not get to this. Go ahead.
Hello, Julius. You there?
Hello?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay. So the question is, what makes men want to cheat?
Y'all trying to have me on the couch tonight.
We're not saying you.
I'm not saying you.
We're talking about
You
men.
a representative.
Think before
This is not his
you got married. Think about your boys. What's your answer to this one?
So, you get tired
Of what?
Of what?
of the same stuff. And I'm not saying the same woman. It's like it's like the same routine. You get tired of that.
Are we talking sexual wise or in general, life wise?
No, just I would say in general. I'll say both, sexual and in general.
Okay. But then how does a woman change that, Julius? We can't give you different stuff.
You gotta keep it exciting. Because eventually, when you with somebody for so long, it's like a routine now.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Hey, that
But
lady,
you
you gotta
can't,
keep it
keep that
exciting.
same routine the whole time. You gotta switch it up.
Okay.
Okay. Now Kaya's chiming in. Kaya said it's a lack of communication and like about understanding you guys' needs.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of okay. I
And
mean,
and they're right.
okay. I mean,
Because if
So,
he's
okay,
not
I have a
saying
question
what
totally.
the problem is, then it's not that's what leads to it.
Okay.
I have a question. You said that we were saying that it's because we don't understand the male's needs. But if you don't communicate properly, how do we know your needs?
Right, and you men are not good at
Communicate.
communicating.
This is what I didn't want to, generalize the question, but most time men are not the best of communicators.
Right.
So
I'm doing something for you every night, the same thing, and you don't tell me that you're bored. How would I know?
okay.
And but you're right, because men are not the best communicators.
Right.
We're not. So
Worse.
we give those small. You get those little small hints. We do give them all.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
we got to be genies.
We gotta be patient.
it's just like sometimes we gotta try to read y'all's minds. It's the same vice versa.
I have a thing I do with my husband. I ask him about once every 2 months. I go, how's everything going? We good? Everything good? You want to change anything? Anything going on with you? Anything wrong? He goes, yeah. Why do you keep that? I ask him that. I want to make sure that him and I stay on the same page.
So do we ask or do we just do it? Like maybe you come home and your wife have a blonde wig on and she have a whip and say, get down and
Hey, Stacia.
should she ask or just do it?
She should just do it,
All
because
right.
most men are not gonna say. They're not gonna answer that question honestly.
Like,
See, exactly, and that's how I feel too.
Okay. All right. So we have another question that it goes along with this question. It says, why do guys just disappear or ghost instead of talking to a girl when they're not interested anymore? Why is it so hard to say I don't want to be with you anymore? Because we're not as fragile as you guys think. We're not gonna break.
no, we're
So
really not.
it breaks us more when we have a smile on our face thinking that everything's fine, and then you're out there with the next trick. I'd rather you come to me and say it's not working out.
Yeah.
Why is it so
Right.
hard for you guys to say it's not working out? I don't want to do this anymore. Are you scared I'm gonna cry?
Burn down your car.
It's just that idea that I have to look you in the face and break your heart, and I gotta sit there and look at this. We don't want to. We don't want to do that.
No confrontation.
So it's just like we go back to men suck at communication.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing.
Everybody's commenting saying that that's not a man thing, it's a woman thing too. Like it's just people in general. But I think women do it because we don't want to be bothered. We just be like, forget it. Like I don't want to tell you why I'm mad. Like I just want to be like, just done.
If I don't feel,
And right, and it's the same thing with men. Sometimes we just don't want to be bothered with the headache of dealing with telling you, hey, I'm out. We don't want to deal with that. It's too much.
that's terrible though.
Yeah,
Come on.
And Owen says, because waiting to exhale showed your reactions.
You always want to burn
Burn the car and the clothes.
What's the
Everybody
women
will
like
not
to
do that.
No,
I will.
I have way too much to lose to do that.
that comes along when after we find out you lying, they said instead of
Exactly.
telling me you didn't want to be with me, then I find out you didn't.
Now I'm
Now
burning
I'm
clothes.
mad. I
Now
wasn't gonna
I'm
be
burning
mad at
clothes.
first.
Now I'm burning
Yes,
clothes.
now I'm burning.
We rather you hurt us than make us mad.
Because the blow is.
Some men don't want the confrontation. Some men are just not confrontational men.
Okay. So now
I'm
then
learning some.
So then this is a good question. Then where do you guys go for a relationship advice? So you having this issue you having going on, like who do y'all go to for relationship advice?
It definitely ain't your homeboy, I'll tell you that.
Oh, really?
No, it's not.
Really?
No, it's not.
Because it ain't us.
That's all I want.
You go to your homeboy to vent, but
But not for
for
advice.
relationship advice, It's a homegirl out there.
You almost made me spit my tea out.
Really?
But he's being honest.
You being honest. I mean,
I don't
last
care.
week we said it was.
Wait, what?
I
What
don't
did you say?
care
Say it again?
how faithful a man is. He will always have that one female that he can go to. But that's not that one that's waiting on the side now. There's just that one homegirl he gonna go to.
Okay.
Okay.
He's got that.
Wait a minute
I'm
now.
telling you
Wait,
right
I
now.
need clarification.
No, Owen, he don't plead the fifth year.
No, he done said it.
We didn't
Now-
do the fifth last week. We was 100% with y'all. Y'all gonna be 100% with
Right.
us.
Yes.
So now I want to understand. So this female that you go to for advice, is she a potential female? He said no.
No, because
Sean about to call her over tonight. She was set up.
You see me?
So let me ask you something.
Wait, hold on.
one that you don't want to ruin by trying to start a relationship. So you would never even go down that
A
path.
friend. Okay.
Okay.
Someone that respects your marriage, that will give you decent
Exactly.
advice. Gotcha. Oh.
Dwayne said you talk about it with your mama.
Why not? No, I don't want you
You
talking
know
about nothing
why- you
going
know
on
why I
with
don't
us.
go to
with your
my
mama.
Don't tell your mama that.
Wait, hold on. What? Why?
Because she gonna take my side.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I don't want somebody to take my side. I
Okay,
want somebody
okay.
to tell me that I'm wrong. If I am wrong.
But
My
Julian,
mama ain't gonna do that. She gonna take my side.
but wouldn't your friend take your side too?
Not a girl.
No, not if they are. But I'll tell you right now, that type of female friend, they're on the fence. They're not gonna take your side. Because if they, like you said, they respect your marriage, they respect your relationship. They gonna tell you, hey dog, hey, you messed up. You need to fix that.
Shout out to all these friends out here, y'all.
So the one that doesn't say that. Well, I mean, maybe I misunderstand. So if you talk into a girl and you think that that's what she is and she don't say that, then is that like?
You would already know that.
Okay.
So you wouldn't even go to her if you knew that she's not going to be level headed about you coming to her.
Oh,
Okay. Now, when it comes to your homeboys, guys, so you don't go to your guys for advice. You go to vent.
Yeah.
But say right now, I don't always understand when you have a guy and you see a guy messing up. Women tend to say, "Dang, he around his boys. His boys need to tell him stop being stupid." We always wonder, do your boys tell you, or do you tell your friends, like, "Look, you messing up. Like, stop." It's like sometimes you have a friend that's cheating on his girlfriend, and you know he's wrong. Do you tell him, like, "Come on, man, that's a good girl. Don't do that."
It's different coming from your homeboy. It's completely different.
What, you don't believe him? You don't listen?
We don't take our homeboy serious. All we do is joke around and
Yo, I'm so thrown right now.
Okay. As women, our covenant is on each other. Like,
Yes.
of
This is
course.
religious
So
time.
I would take these women. They were to Bible. Like, you know,
Right.
really? Okay. All right.
Lon, you got a question?
Blowing my mind
We are
Yes,
mind blown.
I have a question. I think it's very good. I think. Who eats first, you or the kids?
If your wife is making dinner, who eats first?
Does she serve you first or the kids first?
well, she serves the kids and then I make our plates.
Oh,
Okay.
That's why he married you.
Okay, we clapping it up for you.
There are some men that believe that they eat first, then the kids.
Because they worked hard. They had
Yeah.
a long day. And your kids.
My baby's not about to be crying, and y'all
Waiting for you to, yeah.
Like,
And then we already waiting for you to come home anyway. No, they eat.
Hey, the baby's crying. You sitting there like eating chicken. Like the baby wants something. Like
We can get
Can I get the big piece of chicken, mommy? Yeah, no. Okay.
okay.
Exactly, Owen. The kids eat first, but he gets the big piece of chicken. That's what I said.
Fine. You can have it. You
I
can
have,
have it.
I have another question. It's if your mom started an argument with your wife, whose side are you on? Your wife or your mom?
Hang up, Julius.
Hang up. Take the battery out the phone.
Oh, I ain't taking nobody's side. I'm gonna tell both of them to sit down.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Makes sense.
First, you gotta find out what the problem is.
Right.
Once I find out what the problem is, whoever's wrong, hey, I'm getting on you.
Okay.
Okay.
No matter who it is, whoever's wrong. Okay.
Plead the fifth. Plead the fifth. Oh, shut up. Okay.
Okay, I have a question. This is totally out of the cheating.
Yeah, we're not gonna stay on cheating.
Yes.
guys. No, we're not gonna stay on cheating.
Are men intimidated when their women make more money than they do?
That depends on the man.
Okay.
Because I tell you right now, I would love for my wife to make more than me.
Okay.
But that's the less bills I got to pay.
Okay.
But some men, it is intimidating because they feel like at any point in time, that woman can just be like, I don't need you. You can't take care of me anyway better than I can. So some men, it is intimidating
Okay.
because it's that factor of dominance.
Right. And that's where the big piece of chicken come in at too. Chicken.
Okay. So, what's your thoughts on PDA? Girls love be hugging and kissing on
That's
men.
some
in the street.
girls. That's a lie.
Well, some girls. Are you
That's a
okay?
lie.
Do you like?
Y'all not
Do you like affection in the street?
I mean, if it's, obviously, it ain't none of my business.
No, I mean,
No, you
for
to your wife.
For you.
Oh, for me? Oh, yeah, I mean, if you're not willing to show that display of affection in public, that speaks volume.
Yes, I agree.
She needs to pay attention to that.
I agree. Hold my hand.
Really? See, that's
Hug me.
That's my problem. I'm not the affectionate person. So if he's
And
not,
I'm not either.
it
Like,
doesn't make
hold
me
hands.
like.
I'm not either.
But if you're both not affectionate, that's fine, I guess. Me, I'm like, hold my hand. I don't know, I like it. Like,
Y'all get a good old whatever. Cause I be all like, love me. I'm like a cat. Like, love me, hold my hand, touch me, kiss me. What?
No.
Too much.
Because I
don't like seeing
I'm not just gonna grab my wife's hand in public. That's just who I am.
Yeah.
Hands holding is one
if
thing.
you're
I'm talking about
that person that wants me to hold your hand, stuff like that. Hey, be the aggressor. I don't mind.
Okay.
That's right. Look, you want to grab your wife and slob her down.
Just make sure I'm not there.
No.
There's kids in the room. Take that inside.
Whatever. All right. So this is kind of goes to, you and Stacia dated long time ago. I mean, y'all been together for a minute. So, but for the guys who are dating, how long should a guy date a girl before they have sex?
Oh, people send me that 3 times.
I don't think it should be a time constraint on that. I think it's on the two people.
Yeah.
If you feel that chemistry, hey, go at it.
But right.
If the other one ain't feeling it, hey, you just gonna have to wait.
Okay.
But as far as like you asking how long should they wait, I mean, you can't really put a
Time on it.
time on it. I mean, it depends on it really depends on the person that you're dating.
Right. Okay, so
You better put a time restraint on it before you become a hashtag me too.
Exactly.
okay, I have a question
Touch
here.
my knee.
I mean, you gotta pay attention to the type of person you with, because if there's no way you're gonna be dating somebody and not be able to tell that they out there.
It's time.
Right. Okay, so
If
here,
you give it up, they gonna be 2 sheets in the wind.
but does sex on the first date mean she's not girlfriend material?
For some, it is. For some, it is.
Don't even
Because
take it.
if you only
Stop
look
that.
for a girlfriend, that's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
First night.
Right.
But if you're looking for a future,
So no first date, Nikki ladies. No first date, Nikki.
No first date.
Hold it tight. Wait.
But hold on now. But wait a minute. I will tell you this though. If she offer it, it's gonna get taken.
Thank you. Exactly.
There you go. Go ahead. There you go, Jen. If you open up.
There you go.
Yeah, but
And don't be afraid, young man. Just shoot your shot.
Okay, this is another question as far as finances is concerned. Because a woman also works, should the bills be split 50-50?
That depends on. I would say that would depend on how you were raised. Like me, I wasn't raised in a household where my dad paid all the bills.
Mm-hmm.
It was basically whoever made the most paid the most.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Like in my household right now, I pay all the big bills. My wife does what? The groceries. Sometimes she might do electric bill. And daycare.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else in the house is mine.
Okay.
Car payments, insurance,
Mm-hmm.
rent, everything else is mine.
Okay.
All right. All right. I'll give you that. All right.
Right, good, cuz.
Okay.
Okay.
But with that, in this day and age, sometimes one person can't take care of everything because rent is high. So sometimes the woman has to work. So that
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm not saying it shouldn't work, but like he said, whoever makes the most pays the most. But I feel like some people are so like hell bent on like 50-50, like we roommates or something. Like we ain't gotta be roommates.
Exactly.
Why we gotta pay 50-50? No, I mean, if you make more money than I do.
Thing, because in a household, somebody's always gonna make more than the other one. And if you pay if you paying the cost to be the boss, you're gonna pay them big bills too.
Exactly. You want the big piece of chicken.
You want that big piece of chicken. You want to eat first before the kids
Exactly.
eat. You want that big piece of chicken, I bet you better pay that big bill. All right. Like, oh well.
Okay. Anybody have another question for Julius?
I don't know. That's
Let's do one more question because we have another caller coming in about a couple minutes, but let's get another. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I got one. This is
Okay.
kind of fun. Why are guys obsessed with boobs?
With what?
Obsessed with boobs, with breasts.
That ain't every day, ain't all of.
There you go. That's
No,
what I
that's
thought.
not-
Because now it's the butt.
everybody I know is shout out to all the big booty Judies out there.
But I will say this: it's like, how can I put it?
Choose your words wisely.
Say she's like I'm watching.
it's like with women. There's a certain part of a man that you can see. It could be his abs, it could be his back. That's just beautiful to you
I love a man's back.
because that's what you're attracted to. It's the same thing for men. We just think some men think it's like that's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. It is just like people who like butt. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Some men just love to watch women walk away.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
I think it's not fair because y'all got boobs and butts to look at. We don't really got a whole lot to look at. Like
This is what I'm saying.
y'all got oil.
Like-
Like, there ain't a whole lot.
wait,
except
but
for when the sweatpants.
Wait, no. But the beard game coming out?
Yes, the
Beard.
beard.
Hallelujah.
Yes.
Look at
Beard,
God.
beard.
Look at God giving us something.
But that's the most
I'm
we get.
telling you. Them beards.
That's all we get.
Keep your
because-
beards, man. Keep your beards.
If you got a beard,
Keep your beard.
keep it. Mine, I say though, like back in like the 90s, breasts were in. I was popping. You hear me? And then like come 2000,
It's Nicki.
booty
It's
came out.
Nicki. I'm telling you.
No,
It's Nicki
You know what it
Minaj.
is?
That's why I don't
Cash
know.
Money took over the 99 and 2000s. We learned to back that thing up. Okay.
Can we bring back the bulls, please?
Nope.
My God.
Nope.
Either way.
Cash Money took over.
Julius, we want to thank you so much for
Thank you,
calling
yes,
in.
Thank you, Julius.
You have
It wasn't so
really-
bad.
You have really educated us tonight.
Really? Like, for real.
I learned a lot, and we thank you so much
Yes.
for calling in.
Learned a lot.
Okay, guys, so we're going to start with the next caller. Bye, Julius.
Bye, Julius.
Bye.
For those who are just tuning in, we are talking and asking questions to the men this time.
Men.
The men.
Men's turn.
We want to know what the men on the hot seat, y'all. We want to know what
No,
and ladies, we are learning tonight.
we are learning.
Learning something big because
I hope you got your
He
pen and your
schooled me.
papers.
Ladies, right?
he schooled me because I was looking at them friends like, that's so dirty. Y'all just
Yes.
telling them what to do, not saying nothing. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Now I know they're your friends.
Now we gotta watch who's that female.
Yeah.
Giving that advice.
Yes. Meanwhile,
Interesting.
Sip that tea, girl.
Interesting. So we are going to have another caller come in soon. So in the meantime, once again, we are Tea Time. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are going to have Owen call in. Owen's going to call in. We're going to ask him some questions. So let me get him on the line in the meantime. So Tiffany and Shauna, you guys can get your questions ready.
Ron, you got yours ready? Okay.
I want to shout out some people.
Please do.
Sister Cece, thank you for tuning in. She's always in. Maurice.
Hey, Maurice.
Hey, Maurice.
Shout out to like Charles and Ron. Charles
Yes.
want to be ready. Ron will be ready to sip his tea.
Yes.
Shauna, I saw you looking.
Ted Morris, thank you. He answered all the questions. So if you want to hear his side, see his side, go to my post with the questions. You read all his answers.
Hello?
Yeah, you ready to put me on the fire?
We are.
Yes.
You are live.
You are live.
Owen.
And no pleading the fifth, Owen. Ain't no pleading the
Ain't no
fifth,
fifth.
Owen.
Thank you very much. We have Owen on the line, very old friend of mine. Owen, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Okay, so first question,
no.
Owen. I'm gonna let me give Owen a pretty easy one for now, and let's start. Owen, what is your take on female body hair?
Hey, you sound so muffled.
What is your take on female body hair?
On female body hair,
Yes,
Yes.
You mean like it?
it depends on where you're talking about.
Okay.
Anywhere, everywhere.
Anywhere, everywhere.
Don't think, because you're thinking of the right answer.
Yes, see?
Anywhere.
You about to
everywhere.
go get Julius back.
We need to know.
Because you censoring yourself.
All right, so
Owen, turn the whatever. Okay.
women have a little bit of hair, but if they're walking around looking like a Wookiee, I'm gonna have a problem with that. Looking like a werewolf or anything like that. So if you got more hair on your chest than I do, we can't rock.
Okay. But we got, but aside from like chest hair, I'm talking like, all right, underarms, lady parts. You just feel like,
Don't feel like shaving today.
Okay, you gotta turn
right, you got to
Owen,
turn down what
Turn
you're
down
watching
what
us
you're
on.
watching us on, and you can hear us through the phone.
Oh, okay. Can you turn that down? My daughter is watching your show right now.
Okay, so like we're saying, as far as we know legs and we shave underarms, whatever like that. But as far as like I don't know most men, but I'm gonna say as far as some guys like want people like babies. We're not gonna look like a baby. We're not gonna ever go there again. So
Okay, so here's my take. This is my take. I don't mind some hair, right? You got a little bit of hair on your leg, as long as it's not, a carpet. Then I'm not feeling that. But
Okay.
I don't mind it a little bit, but I can't do, like I said, if you got like a whole mat, if you look like a carpet, you can't do it.
Not too much.
So he's saying no rugs.
No rugs allowed.
Hold it on.
Right.
Right. Now, in your private area, that's different. As long as you don't have a afro, you know what I mean? Like, you can't have a big old fro down there, you can't do that.
I'm terrified.
Trim it up.
I'm personally terrified.
Trim it up.
A trim is one thing. I'm personally terrified when men are like, you want it completely bald down there. Because I'm like, you take me back to junior high school. So like, what exactly do you want from me?
I'm not saying
what?
I'm sorry.
Look, I have no problem whether it's, Professor X bald You know what I mean? Or if it's got a little bit of something on it. But I mean, like I said, if I need a weed whacker to find where I'm trying to go.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, guess what? That's the honest answer. You're right.
You're right. Okay, lady. You don't want to have to get a map to find,
Wow.
Hey, question.
Yes.
Wait, Kim. Also, wait before you say Kim Eubanks said men need to trim Harry and the Henderson too.
Y'all gotta.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, y'all ain't gotta be. Don't be bald down there because that's weird. But
Just,
So I mean, if you raised right, you should know how to groom yourself, right?
right. Correct.
Great answer. Because here we go. Next question. What is your role as a father?
As a father, what is my role?
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you think the role of a father
is?
For men in general.
Okay, so my role as a father, and I mean, again, some people do see things different. My role is supposed to be, a leader for the family, period. I'm supposed to be a leader. Now, the way I look at things is, the wife is the backbone, right? She's the backbone. She normally will have more control over the household and what's going on.
Okay.
But when I put the big foot down, hey, this is where I can step in. But at the same time, right, as the leader, I also have to know when to follow too. So a lot of times I defer to my wife for a lot of things, and then sometimes I step in when I feel, hey, I need to get involved. Now, when it comes to the children individually, sometimes we do have arguments because I do let the boys get away with a little bit more than the girls. I'm not going to deny that. But as a leader, I'm supposed to keep them in mind and what I'm showing them, what I'm teaching them, trying to show them the right things to be done. I'm not going to just sit here and say, well, I work and that's it. I'm supposed to be involved with it. That's my role as a father.
Right. Good answer. That's a good answer. True. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Some
Plus, I want the big piece of chicken.
earn that chicken.
But that's true. Some men feel like I work. That's it.
That's all I need to do.
That's my role.
I work. I pay for bills.
Yeah, and that's
it. You got a lot
And then
more
the
to
mom's
do.
like doing the most.
Yes.
I heard somebody. I was listening to something like maybe a week or so ago, and I heard the person was like, when your dad comes in, you have no real interaction with your dad. You're just like, here goes mommy's friend, whatever. Really, you have more interaction with your mom than anything. It's like,
You have
whatever.
a lot bigger role, man, to just work
And providing. That's what I'm just gonna provide.
The kids not gonna remember. Okay, dad went to work. The kids gonna remember when your dad took them to the park or played ball with them or even had a conversation.
So, here's a question that, personally for me though. So, a lot of women get mad at men when they don't do things. As far as, he doesn't, he doesn't spend time enough with the kids, or he's not as romantic with me, or whatever. And say right now you wasn't raised by your dad. You didn't have a dad. Do you find that a lot of men can only do what they were taught?
Oh, that's a good question.
Oh, wow. I almost want to plead the fifth on that, but
You can't do what you don't know.
Again,
Or haven't seen.
it is okay. So here's the thing, right? And as much as I believe that you are your situation, you don't have to have your situation to define you. Like, so again, I had male role models. So, my uncle was my role model. And despite all the other things he used to do, that's top secret. He taught me that I'm supposed to respect, women, respect my family, respect my children, respect the things that I'm supposed to handle. So I didn't let my father not being there define who I am. I could have, but I chose not to. And with dealing with the women and the children, it's up to you to decide the type of life you want them to have if you're going to be involved. Gotcha. So with my kids, there was a point where I was separated from most of my kids because, I have two mothers, okay, for my children. And there was points where things were negative, things were positive, things were negative, things were positive. In that whole interaction, I never let my kids have to see me not be their dad. No matter what the situation was. They never saw me not be their dad. And even now, with all of my children, I have an interesting relationship with them. With most of them, I have a friendship as well. as long as they remember that I'm still their dad. So we can go but so far. My older ones, you know, the ones in college and stuff, I told them, you can curse in front of me, but you better never curse at me.
There you go.
Right.
My daddy.
So it's based on your own how you want to do things. You can't use not having a dad in your life as an excuse.
I'm sorry, say that again?
So you can't. So the guys can't really use not having a dad as an excuse for why they don't do what they're supposed to do.
Well, I mean, if that's the case, then you can use the same excuse when there's no mother around. You can use the same excuse. So I think, to me, you know, excuses are for those who decide to use them, right? I say if you have a child and you decide you want to do right by that child, then do right by the child.
Okay, just do it.
It doesn't matter what your past is, because if your past is all that defines you, then you'll never have your future.
Okay.
And that's what brings to this question. Any advice to a mother raising sons? Is there something that a man wished their mom did that she did not? Like, can you give an advice that maybe a man that's not raised by their father? What advice would you give a mother raising a son?
What can she do? What can she do to like make up for the fact that there's no male involved?
Okay, so that's, in my opinion, that's a very bad misconception, right? You should not have to make up for the fact that he's not involved. That is not your fault that he's involved or not, unless you are actually trying to do something to keep him from not being around. That's a different story. But if you are not the cause of this, if you're not the root cause, and he has every opportunity to be there for his children, he chose not to, there's nothing for you to try to make up for it. Now, as a woman trying to raise a man, it is a very difficult thing. The same way it's hard for a man to try to raise a woman without the actual help from that specific group, right? So the way I see it is, with a woman, if you can associate yourself with positive role models for him that are male, that would help. Like your brother, if you have a brother, or if you actually know some males that you work with that you can feel that you can trust, that can interact with them. It doesn't have to be that they're taking them all out to do camping or anything, but maybe those positive role models could possibly help. The other thing is, don't try to be a man. Just like a man should not try to be a woman. You know, there's some things that generally you should teach your children: how to cook, how to clean, how to properly maintain themselves, and properly maintain their home, and properly maintain all of the things that they need to survive. That's just basic things that both sides need to learn. The rest is really up to your teachings for that child. If the child decides to really pay attention, which a lot of times they don't until they've gone through a bunch of stuff, they'll normally turn out fine.
Okay, that's very good. That's great.
Now, I mean, everybody's been bringing it to you real serious, Owen. I'm just going to jump on out there and bring it on back. For those of you just tuning in, Owen is on the hot seat for you men. He's answering questions that the ladies want to know. So what we want to know, Owen, is how often do y'all really watch porn? Let's just go ahead and put it out there. How often are y'all watching?
My best friends, ladies and gentlemen.
How often are y'all watching?
I have to be honest about this.
Yes. 100%. How often y'all watching?
All the damn time.
Okay. There you go.
So I have another question. If a man tells you,
I was watching something today while I was cleaning my house. I was like, hey.
why are you cleaning a house?
You know what? I love that you just said that on because your daughter's listening and she's watching. Be honest. You're correct. He was just watching it, and that's fine.
Oh, God.
So my oldest daughter and I have a relationship where she knows her dad is crazy. So she doesn't even pay attention to that.
Julie said his dad didn't get that question. All right, I mean, I get it.
Well, Julia said earlier.
Why didn't Jules tell me to plead the fifth on that?
No, please.
Just like, no
pleading the fifth on that one. Keep it 100.
But that's fine if you watch it, because maybe some women are watching with you. You don't have to hide it.
I don't know. You can't.
It's good to admit. Why not? It's not cheating.
I'm sorry.
Exactly, but I think men feel like we'll be bothered by it.
Why?
Sorry. I want to direct this to the table. You say you don't watch porn?
No. She said we can watch it together. And I said no.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't want to watch. My thing is, I don't want my husband and me watching porn together, and then he's watching big booty Juliana. Because guess what? He don't got big booty Tanya. Don't get all excited and then you turn around and go, have your fantasies by yourself.
I ain't gonna do that acrobatics.
These women, so let him.
By himself.
So as a follow-up, but should we watch it with you guys, or is that just like y'all alone time?
Okay, so it depends on the type of relationship you in. There's some dudes and chicks that don't have a problem with that.
I like it.
Okay. But then there's some that are like, hey, this is my me time. You don't know me the way I know me.
Okay.
There's that too. I mean, it depends. There's different people that like different things. I myself, I wouldn't care if my woman wanted to watch it with me. Hey,
Exactly. Why not? That's
But if she doesn't want to watch it, well, I'll see you when you get back from work.
Now we don't tell you
handle my business.
But that's the spice that.
If I get to be alone and I decide, you know what, I really feel like handling that right now. And, hey, let's see what I'm going to watch today. What did I watch yesterday? I want something different today.
All right.
But that's honest.
No, that's honest. Okay, so what do you think about strippers? Like, so do you guys like when girls go to strip clubs with you?
Hey, I invited mine. She says no. Me personally, I got VIP passes to a couple of different ones. So I go just
where everybody knows your name. Okay. I'm gonna walk in the strip club. They're like, "Hey, Owen."
Okay.
like going from Cheers.
Exactly. Okay. So, okay, ready now. So then this goes with it, right? Because while you're watching porn, it's the thing. This, I not only want Owen to answer this, but guys, y'all chime in the comments. I'm the only one gonna ask these questions because they be acting all prissy. Our penis is fun. What? Y'all asked about periods last week. This is a question I'm reading. Is having a penis fun? I just want to know.
But he wouldn't know. It's weird.
We don't have one. Is it fun?
Is it weird to have that thing that's like
dang right? Like, is it fun? What do you do?
Because all of you were talking, I'm not sure if I heard it like that.
Okay, the question is having a penis fun?
Is it weird just to have that thing that's dangling like that in front of your legs? Like,
is having one fun? I mean, me having mine is fun. I don't know about.
Does it bother you guys? Because you're always adjusting yourself.
That's true.
Well, yes. Okay, so, all right.
You know these
if you're wearing something, right, and it's not, not set up properly on your, like for instance, a shirt for you ladies, right?
Okay.
Let's say you're not wearing a bra, and you have your shirt on. You don't sometimes get uncomfortable and have to adjust yourself?
Yeah, I adjust my boobs all the time.
Oh, I thought you guys just kept touching it because you like it.
But we got to be careful because we worry about zippers and stuff like that too.
Correct.
So
yeah,
we got to be careful, extra careful that what we're putting on us won't hurt us, because the same way you can be sensitive, we sensitive there.
Okay.
All this laughing, Julius. I need an answer, people.
Right.
Is it fun? I mean, personally, if I could be a man for the day, that's probably what I would spend like 20 hours of my day doing. Like, I would just be like, that looks fun. Like, it's just there.
That's because you were a woman and now you're a man.
It's just like there. You're looking at it.
It looks uncomfortable, and then they have baggage behind it to go with it. It's a lot. It's a lot. You know what I mean? It's a lot.
Well, I mean, I guess because we've had it for so long, we're not amazed by it.
Right, exactly.
It's a lot.
I mean, I'm just saying, if y'all woke up tomorrow with boobs, y'all would be like, whoa, these are great. So, I mean, I would just wake up. I would have to be excited.
Okay, so Owen, you wake up in the morning and you have boobs for 24 hours. What do you do?
Wait, say that again?
Oh,
You wake up in the morning and you have boobies for 24 hours. What do you do?
Well, I'm going to cry first and I'm wonder where the hell they came from.
But then you about to be like, hold on.
Will I have to go join the Me Too movement because if I touch myself,
Okay. Exactly. Now you gotta give yourself $1 million.
I gotta ask myself permission if I can touch them.
Exactly.
And then after I've given myself yes or no, then I can make my decisions on if I'm gonna touch anything else.
Julian said he gonna flash everybody. He's right.
That's not what that means.
Oh, see, Dwayne says, see, it's only a problem with adjustment when you like, it's so much that goes on.
Yeah.
I just need to know what's happening with y'all in that situation.
Oh, I got a question. In the morning, right? When you guys wake up and you yawn, you stretch. Are you being fresh or does that just happen because it happens?
Wait, what?
Okay, so in the morning, when you guys wake up, when you wake up in the morning, right, and you guys stretch, like your soldier comes to attention, right? Is it because you guys are thinking like something nasty and it's happening, or it happens every morning because you just stretched?
So it could be a couple of things. It could be that. It could just be, hey, I gotta get up and I gotta go take a piss. For the most part, we do think about it a lot. Not 24 hours a day, but 23:59, we do think about it.
23:59, ladies. He said 23:59. Okay, I'm gonna bring it off that area for now.
Please do.
Do you guys judge girls by their jobs?
Wait, what?
Do you guys judge girls by their jobs?
No. I mean, some guys, some of them. I mean, hey, hold up. Now there may be sometimes that you might look and be like, I don't know. I mean, if you're a prostitute, I might judge you.
Okay, but a stripper. Say right now, you meet a girl, she's a stripper. Would you date her?
Oh, I've dated strippers before.
Okay.
Of course, he's VIP.
But would you marry a stripper?
I have no problem with that.
Would you marry her?
So you shouldn't you can't let that define, what's going to happen in your relationship. Like the reason why we broke up was for silly things like, you know what, I don't have time for you right now, and I need to go ahead and move on because, it's coming up on Valentine's Day and I don't want to spend that money. So.
Okay, so wait, so you guys, okay, here's a plead the fifth moment. So do you guys?
There was somewhere like there was this one girl that I did date. She actually was upset because I was working too much.
Oh, that's good.
That's what we broke up for because I was working too much, and I was like, well, okay, if that makes sense to you, then that's all that matters.
So, do you guys intentionally start fights before Valentine's Day because you don't want to buy a gift?
Listen, I know a bunch of us that have done that.
I know that. I know that to be fact.
Flowers cost $3.99.
I know that to be fact, and I'll be like, I'm not mad.
Not being cheap.
Yes, because a lot of men start finding problems with you right before the holiday.
Yes.
I want to point out two really funny comments.
Yes.
First of all, just to go back to that previous morning penis conversation, Tanya, Greg said that's just to be fresh. So I'm letting you know that early.
I know.
Greg said that's him being fresh.
I know,
so that is not him peeing. He got Greg said being fresh. But TJ Mom said that's not true because some of y'all men will date a bum, and that's the truth right there.
Exactly.
Yes, you will. You date anybody.
The same way that some of us guys have done some real frowsy things, women have done just as frowsy to guys too. It's not just one-sided. So, I mean, I know some ladies that have done some real messed up things, to just avoid having to deal with the relationship part. Like, for instance, Christmas and all that other stuff. I know a woman that told her man straight up, and I'm not going to say no names, right? But I know a woman that told her man straight up that he should feel privileged that he gets to buy her stuff. And she has to do one thing for him.
Yeah.
He should know. It wasn't me. I don't know Owen. It sounds like something I would say, but I wouldn't.
So, Owen, here's a question. what are your biggest turn-offs?
My biggest turnoff. So I always make the joke that the ultimate find is a woman with low self-esteem and good credit, right? That's my biggest joke.
I cannot.
I can't.
Low self-esteem and good credit.
Low self-esteem
You know what?
and good credit, ladies.
Are you telling me if you found somebody with low self-esteem and good credit, and they say, well, what turns you on about me, and you wouldn't say your signature?
Okay.
Of course not, because then they gonna realize, wait.
We about to wrap on.
We're about to wrap up.
No, but what turns men on more women?
Is I don't like low self-esteem, and I honestly don't like dumb women.
Okay.
That's my turnoff.
So do most men feel this way? Or some?
Huh?
Do most men feel this way? They don't like insecure women?
Oh no, some men literally want those women so that they can control them.
Right.
Oh,
Exactly.
okay. And what do you mean by dumb women?
Huh?
What do you mean by dumb?
Like Kelly Bundy. Dumb.
Kelly Bunny down.
Oh, okay.
Dixie, okay.
Right. No, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about like. Okay, I have to be able to have an intelligent conversation with anybody that I'm with.
Okay.
If I can't have an intelligent conversation with you, then all you are there for is for that moment to go. You
Okay.
can come to go, but you can't come to stay.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so what are your turns? I'm sorry. Yes.
The next question for Owen is, in this day and age of everything being visual and plastic surgery and weaves and makeup, are real women appreciated anymore?
Wait, I'm sorry. You were muffled. What was that?
In this day and age of everything being visual and plastic surgery, weave and makeup, are real women being appreciated anymore?
So, I mean, that's really more for, a person to decide what they prefer. I mean, I personally love real women. I enjoy, like, for instance, my wife has natural locks. I like that. Do I have a problem with women that don't have that? No.
Okay.
I don't mind.
most
I mean,
men- do
I'm
most
trying
men-
not to pull as hard if we were doing something.
Oh my
You know what I
God.
mean?
But do most men feel that way?
For the most part, I mean, men are visual, right? They're visual. We're animalistic in some of our ways of dealing with women like that, and it's really to each his own. I mean, I personally don't like all of that. Now, when I was younger, did I go ahead and try some of that? Yes, I did, because I wanted to be able to say that I did. But for the most part, I'm not into that. Now, I can go ahead and talk about my homeboy who lives down here, and I'll tell you now, if you don't have some of that, it better all be natural that you have that. Like, he's a guy who wants us to be, and you have to be voluptuous all day, or he doesn't even want to look at what, that's just what he's looking at.
Okay.
And the last couple of girls he's dated have had, like, breast implants and ass implants and all of that. So that's on him. That's him.
All right, Charlotte. So any questions? Were you done with your question? Do you have any other questions?
I had a couple that he answered already. Okay, in a relationship, are girls' trips still allowed?
What?
Are girls' trips still allowed? Girls only.
Yeah, why not?
Some men say no.
Well, that's because they're fucking up.
Yeah, exactly. They're nervous.
They nervous.
No, only an insecure dude is going to be like, no, you can't go. Look, let me tell you, right? I have my guys night out. My wife does not have girls night out as often by her choice.
Okay.
But I don't. When she wants to have a girls night out, it literally goes like this. Whether if she's at work, I get a text message. Hey, babe, tonight I'm gonna have girls night out. I'm gonna hook up with some of my friends. When I come home, I'm just gonna be there for a brief moment, so you don't even have to worry about me for dinner. Or I just want to go ahead and eat right quick when I get there, and then I'm gone. Okay, no problem. I don't call her unless it's an emergency. Have fun. Do what you're doing. If you go out there and do something stupid, then obviously it wasn't meant for me to keep you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm treating you right, then I don't have anything to worry about, and vice versa. You know, when it's time for me to go out, I go out way more than she does. So I'll be like, okay, babe, I'm going out with my boys. No problem.
Gotcha.
No questions asked. No nothing. Why? I made my own rule that I do not let the sun beat me home. That's it. That's a rule that I made.
That's a good rule. That's a good rule. Hang out. Don't let the sun beat you home.
Like that.
That's a good one.
And Julia said, which I think that's true too, that it depends on the friends that you go with. Because some of your friends do not need to be away with your woman.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I understand where he's coming from, and I can agree with him. But on my part, I don't care what friend you go with. If your friend is going to try to lead you astray, and you are easily susceptible to being led astray,
Yeah.
then again, that's on you.
It wasn't
You
meant to
messed
be.
that up. The only reason why you made that decision was because you made that decision, not your friend.
Right.
So I'm not going to blame your friend. I'm going to blame you.
Right. That's true.
Okay, so I mean, I'm not sure he's gonna let me go, but if I want to, I'm trying to convince Ashana that let's go to Freaknik after I have the baby. Is that possible?
I don't even do Freaknik anymore.
Look,
Thank you. Tell me again.
if there's a
It ended on a
possibility
9-9.
that they might bring, if there's a possibility they're gonna bring Freaknik back once I have the baby, we can go.
No, we're not going.
No.
You know what?
No.
Y'all hit me up and y'all let me
Exactly, you
know
done
if y'all want to go to Freaknik, okay? Shauna don't want to go. All
Everybody
right,
shut her down.
Hey, all right, whatever.
Nobody going to free.
Nobody gonna freak me.
All right. I mean, I'm sure I can't go either, but whatever.
So, Owen and I have known each other for years. I mean, years. So here's a question that we talked about recently, actually, Owen. Can a guy and girl just be friends?
I think that's a good end right there.
That's a good ending question.
Hello, can you hear me? Can a guy and girl just be friends?
Just be friends?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have talked about this because Owen and I have been friends for years.
Right.
I don't remember how many years we've been friends. And people have said before, you guys have had to do something. Are you crazy? No. We literally are just friends and for years.
We talked about that the other day.
Yeah.
How many rumors, even people she was dating thought that we messed around.
Because it can't
And I was
be.
like,
Why? And I think I'm attractive.
Y'all
Owen's a
unicorns.
good-looking guy. What? But
They
you
unicorns.
that
can.
is very true.
All right, Owen.
He's like, I am very good looking.
You can literally just be friends if you respect the fact that I really want this person in my life. A lot of times relationships ruin things, and a friendship can mean so much more than anything else. Like I cannot see losing Owen as a friend. That I would never even go near that one.
All women don't think that. Some women pretend to be men's
I will put you on. I can put you on to some game though, because there are some females that I was friends with when I was younger. Right, when I was younger, I knew, you know what? I don't want her. We're gonna be cool because I'm gonna get off with friends. So that's what I did.
Oh, she didn't want her, but he wanted the friend. So he was,
He might be friends with her, but he wants her friends.
What were you about to
I've
say?
done that too. But like for instance, Tanya and I, we've been friends, and we used to discuss everything. And just like you guys were talking about earlier,
Right.
with who can you talk to about relationship problems? Well, Tanya was somebody I had no problem with talking to about relationship problems because there was nothing there to see that there was going to be something
But
negative
that's-
towards me.
but that's
she was very open and honest. Whenever she thought that I was wrong, she had no problem with telling me, "Nah, man, you messed up. You shouldn't have done that."
And I didn't realize I was that girl. I didn't know.
Hold on, no. Shut up. Hold on, wait. Lonnie, what was you about to say?
No, I was gonna say that most girls don't be like that. Some girls pretend to be your friend, and you're telling and venting about your girl. They're like, "Oh, okay," and they're just taking notes, and then all of a sudden that girl becomes your girlfriend.
The new girlfriend.
It's like, and that's not like uncommon. A lot of people they go for the friend. Oh, we've been friends a long time, so it's just natural that
Oh, I want to know that.
And girls get very suspicious when guys go, "That's just my friend or my sister." We like, So a lot of times your friend and your sister become your new girlfriend.
I Okay, wait.
Please.
Owen,
I need you to.
somebody put this in. TJ Mom put this in, and I gotta know. So can a baby mama and baby daddy be just friends?
Actually, yes, they actually can.
Yes,
But it also depends on how that relationship ended, depending on how they deal with their kids. I actually know somebody who's really good friends with their kid's mom. And there's no chance they would ever hook up ever again. But they're really great friends. And I wish I could do something like that with mine, like the one in New York. Her and I, we can get along for about 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now I'm going to make this personal because I mean I got a baby coming. I'm with him, but okay. So now I'm divorced, right? My ex-husband is probably one of like my closest friends. Me and him talk probably every other day. Is that a problem for like men? Like, are you intimidated or like weirded out by not just an ex? I mean, he's my ex-husband. I feel like we shared obviously a lot. We just couldn't be married, but we were great friends. Is that like weird?
Okay, so that's the thing. Like, there's a line that has to be drawn on the type of communication and how long the communication is. So, for instance, right, he couldn't be calling you at 3 a.m. at booty call hours to just talk about, what he watched on TV. Like, that's not
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So you can't have something like that. But yeah, you can still communicate with an ex. That shouldn't be a big deal unless the person that you're dealing with is insecure. Now, it begs to wonder, if they are insecure, do you respect them enough to go ahead and say, well, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and end this friendship because you're not comfortable with it? Or am I going to go ahead and tell you, well, hey, you got the package. This was part of the package. Deal with it.
But is that person that important?
Right.
Like, that's my thing. What outweighs what? Say it
If
again?
your husband, see, here's the thing, right? The question that should be asked is, if this is your husband that you're dealing with, is that person that important? Because your husband should be the most important.
Correct.
If you're dating somebody, are they that important? Probably yes.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, my boyfriend is not insecure. If he was the kind of person where he was insecure, he just felt like, and I've asked him on several occasions, like, does it bother you that I fucking ex-husband? If he definitely was like real adamant that he didn't like it, I would be like, you know what? Okay, we got to kind of chill out on communicating because he doesn't like it. I just don't. I mean, I personally don't see it like a bad thing because it's not like booty call hours. It'll just be like, hey, I was watching something on TV. That's a joke, kind of random jokes or conversations. Yeah. I mean, I feel like exes. It's a thin line when it comes to exes being friends, though. So that's neither. Because I don't know about all exes. I just feel like some is okay.
Okay, so
Some exes feel because they're an ex that gives them leeway to be able to act how they want to act.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
And that's why sometimes I don't deal
some of them feel because they had you, they always
They have
have
you. They always have you, and they can say whatever they want to say
Yes.
and disrespect your then relationship because they know you first, or they they don't respect the situation.
Right. So if they're not going to respect the relationship, then that becomes a problem.
Right.
And that's where you, as the person who is now in the middle of it, are supposed to make the decision on what's more important to you. Right? Because it doesn't mean you have to stop your friendship with them, but you may have to limit it now because of their disrespect.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just cut them all the way off because it's just the reason I left you in the first place.
Owen, we thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you.
You have really opened our eyes. Thank you.
And you didn't plead the fifth.
Thanks for not pleading the fifth.
Fifth.
Answer my question. Owen, I'll talk to you soon.
I'm going to try to save the next person and tell them when to plead the fifth, though.
Yeah. All right. Good night, Owen.
Good night,
All right. Good night.
Guys,
Oh, that was so good.
I hope you ladies had your pens and your papers.
Yes.
I learned. I personally
tonight.
I
learned.
really learned a lot.
did
I'm
too.
not gonna.
Yes.
I did. It was an eye opener.
Yes.
I hope as last week with you guys, with us, you guys learned something and vice versa. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. We have to end our show with our tiff tip as usual.
Yes.
Tiff
Tips.
You know what? So all week I was just like, I don't know what this week's tip was gonna be about, and I mean, The question was so, I don't know. Well, girls enjoy your boobs and guys enjoy your penises. We got it. I don't know what else to tell y'all. Like, that's what we got. Enjoy what you got. And that's your tip for this week.
Before we end the show, guys, so because this is our 5th show tonight,
we've been with y'all 5 weeks.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching.
We are going to put our first 5 shows on YouTube. Anyone that is new to us, anyone that is following us, and that wants to catch up from episode 1 to 5, we are going to put the link in our Tea Time page. The link on the channel on YouTube is Tea Time Webcast, but we will put the link in the page. You guys can feel free to go on, revisit the old episodes. Tell your friends, go on there and look.
Follow us, subscribe,
share,
like those videos. Even if you've already watched all 5, still subscribe, still share, still like the videos, and share with your friends, because not a lot of people, surprisingly, a lot of people are not on Facebook. So if you know somebody who's not on Facebook, a coworker or something, you'd be like, you know what, you need to watch Tea Time, go on YouTube.
Go on YouTube. We'll put the link on there. Guys, once again, thank you so much for tonight. We will see. Sorry, one more thing. Guys, if you want to have a topic that you have that you might want to hear us talk about, feel free to inbox us some topics. And maybe you might hear a topic on next week.
Yeah.
Okay, guys? So thanks again. Have a great night.
Night, guys.